We were driving, me and my cousin. We started, selling the coke together. And he, I guess, went down the wrong road. He gets all hooked real bad. And he asked me, to meet him as usual. And when I went to go meet him, he came in a car with somebody else, and he got out the back seat. So that's when he just came over to me and just shot me. I'm Billy B. I'm an alumni at RCA. A little bit about me, I'm from New York. I, lost my aunt when I was 7. She got murdered in front of me. That's what happened when I lost her. So I couldn't live in a house in Brooklyn, so they moved me up to Bronx. Here we go. So I came into the Bronx with a whole new attitude. I wanted to, be like the older guys and sell drugs, and that's why I started selling coke. I started bringing coke into the school for a guy that lived up the street. I would move it around the school, and so that's how it went. Doing all the bad things that you could possibly do. Running around with people, beating people up, taking their stuff, shooting at people. Like, it was a pretty rowdy life. That's how it went. I started doing that, and then I started stealing some of them, and then I got hooked on coke. Growing up, my mother's best friend, she has a daughter, Angie. We ended up falling in love with each other, and when that happened, it was like the greatest thing in the world. So her and I planned to get married on December 15th of 2001. And she worked for the New York, New Jersey Turnpike Commission, right? And she was in the second tower when it went down. It tore me to shreds. I started doing dope, and then dope became the thing that I had to have. Once I was hooked on the dope, forget about it, that was it. The rest of my life, I got caught selling the coke. I ended up doing 3.5 years in prison in New York, upstate. And from that point on, I just thought I was invincible to the street. Started driving coke around again after prison. So I would drive around from New York into Jersey, part of Trenton, and then from Trenton we would go to Kenzie in Philly. We were driving, me and my cousin. We started, selling the coke together. While I'm doing this, I'm starting to do it on my own, not so much with my cousin no more. And he, I guess, went down the wrong road. He gets all hooked real bad. And he asked me, to meet him as usual. And when I went to go meet him, he came in a car with somebody else, and he got out the back seat. So that's when he just came over to me and just shot me. And that was it, and took everything I had, threw me behind a dumpster, and I laid there for 8 days until my 19-year-old son found me. So I never want to ever go back to that street life again, and I always wanted to get out of it, I just didn't know how. I took a shot and thought maybe change my life around. RCA has done so much for me, and in so many ways, and it all started the day I walked in that door. It was scary walking in, but it was such a nice place. I'm like, wow. And as far as getting to this point where I want it to be clean all the time, is there's people who work at RCA who used to be addicts. Like, they made it. They're watching over us now, it's huge. My daughter, I had it with Angie, Samantha. When I was in rehab, they sent me pictures up on September 11th, when I was in rehab, of my daughter giving birth to my granddaughter. So she was born on the day her mother died. And that, to me, freaks me out. Now, September 11th now is a whole new day. What are the chances that friggin' day that it happens, So it blew us both apart. It's changed my whole life. And, I found God this way. I think God has definitely been with me in RCA big time. Without the two, I would have never made it.